Hey, I usually go to the theater when I figure the crowd is at a minimum, primarily for my own viewing enjoyment. But Sunday morning, my local theater was packed. I'm talking about 9:30 in the morning. The theater was crowded, and you could feel the excitement mounting. We all make mistakes. Not going to the theater, that wasn't a mistake. But we all have regrets, even if we deny that we have those regrets. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is a film about guilt and fear and regret. First of all, I have to admit, the multiverse is a mess, and the MCU is becoming even messier as we delve into the multiple multiverses in the various MCU films. So let's take a look at this latest Doctor Strange installment, and let's see if there is a method to the MCU's madness. A lot is going on here, so let's get started. The film starts in media res, with an oddly looking ponytailed Doctor Strange leading a young Hispanic woman away from some cosmic Lovecraftian creature trying to attack the two. A short battle ensues. Apparently they're searching for an ancient tome, a grimoire, the Book of Vishanti. This manuscript is the source of white magical knowledge, contains defensive magical spells, and is indestructible, supposedly. At this point, the book is not essential, as just as they are getting close, and like the things in our lives that we seek earnestly to obtain, go slip-sliding away. Now, the girl, it seems, has certain powers, and to defeat the demon, Doctor Strange decides to turn on the girl. While he says he is doing what he is about to do for the greater good of humanity, the girl pleads for her life as Strange starts pulling her magical powers from her. But at the moment, Strange is impaled by the creature. The two suddenly fall through some quantum dimensional slip and end up in our reality, which apparently is designated as Earth 616. And of course, it's all a bad dream, and Stephen Strange wakes up from the nightmare. He dresses and heads off to church, where he will watch his former love, Christine Palmer, get married. Now, once again, Rachel McAdams plays Christine. She's getting married, and the wedding goes off without a hitch until the reception. So at Christine's reception, there is a commotion outside of the street. A one-eyed purple people-eating monster comes a-calling. In fact, it is chasing after that same young lady that was in the Doctor's dream or nightmare or whatever it was. Of course, like Superman, Stephen Strange simply grabs his coat from out of thin air, jumps off the balcony, and takes on the Gargantos, waving his arms and conjuring his magic symbolic discs, fending off the creature who is still attacking the young woman. Strange is aided by none other than Wong, played by Benedict Wong, of course. How convenient. They subdue the creature, and despite the carnage and collateral damage, the trio eventually go off their merry way and get something to eat. Apparently the girl, known as America Chavez, is a traveler of both time and space. Playing America is teenager Xochitl Gomez. She's been on Netflix's The Babysitter's Club. She explains that she cannot control her universe-sliding abilities and that the creature was trying to steal her verse-opening powers. She takes Stephen up to meet Doctor Strange from the alternative universe, lying dead on top of a roof. So, sensing witchcraft, our hero takes off and seeks out the witch, Wanda Maximoff, better known as the Scarlet Witch. Wanda went nuts, or should I say, she lost all sense of reality. Soon after, she is chasing Chavez for her ability to create portals, allowing her to explore other universes or realities where her twin children still exist. And so Wanda Maximoff will do and kill whoever she must to get to the place where she is with her two boys in whichever universe she must. And thus, the adventure begins. Back at kamar-taj, Wong, Strange, and their sorcerers, wizards, or whatever they're called, prepare for battle against the Scarlet Witch. War and destruction ensue. Unable to control her universe-jumping abilities, she and Strange end up on an alternative Earth, designated as 838, where Wanda and her two kids live the life the Scarlet Witch was searching for. There is plenty of universe hopping, and there are alternative versions of Marvel characters, especially some who have come over in the Fox acquisition. We have the Illuminati, strange creatures, a musically evil Doctor Strange, and a zombie Doctor Strange. Writer Michael Waldron works to homogenize the print characters with the cinematic characters, which leads the MCU and the viewers to wonder where Doctor Strange's character will go from here. The same for America Chavez, where will she land in the future films? Now, the issue I have is with the convoluted histories that the comics or graphic novels, if you will, have on the future of the franchise, as well as the fact that if you didn't see WandaVision or know that the character's story arc from the comics, then you have no idea where the hell all of this darkness comes from. I personally found the whole Wanda Breaking Bad story kind of unsettling after her heroics in the Avenger story arc. Now, Sam Raimi is a competent director. He is great with horror films. I love the first two Spider-Man films. However, I found something lacking in this film. I found the film slightly disjointed as he tries too hard to cram so much stuff into this film. Yeah, it's maddening, but the madness works to the detriment of the film. I really wasn't sure if I was watching a Doctor Strange 2 version or a sequel to WandaVision, or is this the fallout from Endgame? I wasn't really sure. With all the fan references going on there, not quite sure what film I was watching. Now, does this ruin the film altogether? No, I don't think so. However, I think it leaves the audience wanting. Despite the darkness that Elizabeth Olsen brings to Wanda Maximoff as the Scarlet Witch, or probably because of it, I think she steals the show. She seals the deal with her acting skills and determination to bring her tragic character to life. As Wanda explains, her grief and anger do not justify her character's actions. Ultimately, as in WandaVision, she does have an epiphany of sorts. Olsen is great in this part. I just want to see her outside of the MCU and see what else she has to lend her talents to. Now, I like Benedict Cumberbatch as the good doctor. He plays the part with both the arrogance and the determination to get the job done. He plays the character who has a sense of humanity. However, his character flaws, the doctor's, not Benedict, the actor's, is somewhat his lack of empathy for others translate to a doctor who can see those flaws in his alternative entities. Unfortunately, he doesn't quite learn from those mistakes. Xochitl Gomez does a great job of bringing the young teen character to life. As a young Hispanic woman who, like her character in the film, brings the diversity of the 21st century. She plays America with the naivety of a teenager, but with the knowledge that she is special, but has the humility not to be arrogant like Doctor Strange himself. Yet she can portray an orphan who knows what it's like to lose her parents and uses that to her advantage. With all that is going on in the world today, Disney is still taking steps to portray the world as it is. Diverse. And now to sum this all up. Don't forget, this is a Sam Raimi film. His horror roots show throughout the film, going from one extravagant monster to another until it focuses on one. Like all villains, one individual doesn't see themselves as the monster that they have become. And Elfman does a great job bringing the epic horror of that universe to life. But the question still remains, how am I supposed to connect to the story or the characters? Which character draws my attention or empathy? Who is the most relatable? The young victim of circumstance, America Chavez? She's a good choice for my empathy. Perhaps the grieving mother who enslaved an entire town in her despair, or descending down the dark rabbit hole, allowing her to destroy universes. Certainly not Stephen Strange with his arrogant personality. Well, it's not a bad film, but certainly not as epic as it was made out to be. But worth a watch. And as I said, I saw this in the theater, and the Atmos sound system allowed you to feel the film. Now, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness runs about 2 hours and 6 minutes and is rated PG-13. If you saw the film, tell me what you thought about it. Let me know in the comments.